In this lecture we will study heat and wave equations with source. So I will start firstly with heat equation. So idea is similar to ordinary differential equation with the right hand side, that is source F. So firstly I will take an OD, d by dt ut minus a ut equal to f of t, with one initial condition that at t equal to 0 solution is 5, and the other OD is constant coefficients and linear, and we have an integrating factor e power minus at. So we multiply both sides of given PD with e power minus at, and on integrating we got the solution in this form: ut equal to e power 85 plus integral 0 to t e power a t minus s fs ds. So I will define an operator LT phi. So L is acting on phi and returns e power at phi, and this is called propagator operator. So in this operator we can write the solution in this form: ut equal to LT phi plus 0 to t L t minus s. T minus s is from exponential a t minus s fs ds. So you can see that there are two terms on right hand side. One is LT phi and another is LT minus s fs ds and integral. And we will see that solution of the heat equation will be in this form: one term, first term from homogeneous one, and second integral from right hand side. You can see that there is no role of F in first. So now I take heat non-homogeneous, or you say inhomogeneous heat equation on the whole line, minus infinity to plus infinity, with right hand side fxt, with one initial condition, that is at t equal to 0 solution is phi of x, and this f is called source. So to solve this heat equation we use the idea of ODs. So firstly we solve the equation without f, that is you solve the homogeneous one. Then we find one particular solution by taking right hand side f, that is you find one particular solution of this non-homogeneous equation, which is given by equation 5. So you solve equation 4 homogeneous, and then you find one particular solution of non-homogeneous, that is equation number 5, and then by adding these two solutions you got the solution of original problem, which was given by equation 3. So till now we have solved the homogeneous equation, and you know the solution of homogeneous is given by this: uxt equal to minus infinity to plus infinity s x minus y t phi of y dy, where sxt is called heat kernel, that you know the expression of s from homogeneous solution. So now we will try to solve the non-homogeneous one, that is equation 5th. So we claim that the solution of 5 is given by this. So by motivating from OD, so what you have in OD, that you had an integral of what? Integral of solution of homogeneous. So homogeneous one already have integral minus infinity to plus infinity s x minus y t phi y dy. So integrate that solution from 0 to t and replace x with x minus y. Sorry, you keep x minus y as it is, and replace t with t minus s as we have done in OD. So in OD that was e power a t minus s, then fys dy ds. So we claim that solution will be in this form and we will verify. And this is the similar formula for OD. So we check that this is a solution. So you need to verify the PD. So final solution will be in this form. So first part from homogeneous and second part from non-homogeneous. And if you substitute the value of s, which is exponential minus x minus y squared upon 4 kt and 1 by 4 pi kt and this factor, and same fit value of sx minus y t minus s in this expression, just replace t with t minus s in the formula of s. So now we will verify that this seventh is solution of heat equation. So for simplicity we may take phi equal to 0. So, or you can say that we are verifying only particular solution. So we just differentiate the expression of u, thus curly by curly t. Then you can push the derivative inside, and then by using the theorem of integrals, differentiation under integral sign, you need to calculate the value of this expression sx minus y t minus s at t. So you replace s with t. So if you replace s with t, so you got sx minus y 0. But I am skipping 0 because in the expression of s you are dividing with factor 1 by 4 pi kt. So you are dividing with t. So you cannot divide with 0. So I have written that limit s goes to t. This means that s and t are same. You can say second argument is just 0. Fys dy. Then calculate this expression at lower limit 0, which is 0. So taking special care due to the similarity of s x t minus x minus y t minus s at t equal to s. So now you know that this s satisfies the diffusion equation. So I can write curly s by curly t equal to k times curly 2s by curly x square, as heat equation is ut equal to k uxx. So in first expression I replace curly s by curly t with k times curly 2s by curly x square with same arguments, and second time I write I'm fitting small quantity epsilon for difference t minus s, and then you take limit epsilon goes to 0. And this expression sx minus y epsilon, after integrating this will become 1. So you got only fxt. You can say that the value of that expression is 1 only when x equal to y. So this is something like Dirichlet function. This takes value 1 at on one point, or at another point it is 0. So this is just fxt, and from first term I am taking k curly 2 by curly x square outside from integral. So you got same expression here. So this is just u plus f. So you satisfy the given PD. So now we verify the initial condition, that take limit t goes to 0. So I'm going back going back to solution which I have wrote earlier. So this is the solution given by equation 8. So first term from homogeneous and second term from non-homogeneous. So in second term, now your limit will be u are fitting t equal to 0. So this interval will be from 0 to 0. So limit t goes to 0, uxt is just phi of x. So this means that the given solution satisfy the PD heat equation and also satisfy the initial condition. So it is a unique solution. So now I extend my solution for half line as we did many times by using reflection method. So I have a solution formula for whole line minus infinity to plus infinity, and with condition when t equal to 0 you have solution phi of x. Also you have a condition when x equal to 0 you have condition h of t. So to extend solution on half line I will use method of, you can say, subtraction or method of reflection. So in other words, I want to make this h 0. So I define a new transformation capital V which is V minus h. So you write the PD in capital V, so Vt minus kVx, so just got Vt will be V derivative of small v minus h dash t, and Vxx if you differentiate 2 times, so you just got kVxx, so which is equal to fxt. Since Vt minus kVx is fxt, use 9 first and h dash t as it is. So you got similar PD but different right hand side. So right hand side is now f minus h dash t, and initial condition Vx0 is just v phi x minus h0, and V0t is V0t minus ht, so this is 0. So when x equal to 0 you have data 0. So now we small v solve the problem if and only if capital V solve the Dirichlet problem. So finally you have this equation as we wrote previously. So now you have changed the whole heat source with f minus h dash t, and the initial data is now phi x minus h0. Since the Dirichlet boundary condition for V is homogeneous, for V, capital V, this is V0t is equal to 0 is homogeneous, so we can extend capital F and phi to the whole line in an odd manner by using method of reflections. So I extend phi by defining phi just phi x minus h0 from when x is positive. It is 0 when x equal to 0, and minus of minus phi x minus h0 when x is negative. And same extension for f odd. F is right hand side, fxt minus f just t when x is positive. It is 0 when x is 0, and replace x with minus x and minus sign outside. So minus f of minus xt minus h dash, so minus will be plus, there is no x inside, so just h dash t same when x is negative. So clearly a solution of this problem is defined on whole line with condition ux0 phi of odd x, and you can check that uxt minus u of minus xt will solve the homogeneous heat equation with zero initial data, as we did in reflection method previously. Then u0t is 0, and the restriction for x positive will follow the original problem. So solution is given by the previous formula with phi odd, and here you replace t with t minus s, f odd ys dy ds. Now restrict this solution on half line, just 0 to infinity, s x minus y. We already solved the heat equation on half line. So you got formula there, sx minus yt minus x minus sx plus yt. This is the same formula, and multiply by phi y minus h0. Then the double interval in the same manner. First term x minus y, second term minus x plus y, multiply by fys minus h dash s dy ds. So now to find v, small v, so just add h in above equation. So small v solve the heat equation, non-homogeneous heat equation on the half line. So we have used two facts here. One, odd extension, and second, subtraction. So you have defined new v by subtracting h from previous one, so that you can get zero condition. So next is wave equation. With source. So there are 2-3 methods, and they are quite similar. So I'll describe them one by one. So first method is coordinate method, which use canonical form of wave equation that you know earlier. So before writing method in detail, firstly I will write the wave equation non-homogeneous with f right hand side on whole line with two conditions. When t equal to 0, you have solution phi of x and velocity is psi of x, where f is source and phi and psi they are sufficiently smooth functions. So idea is same as in heat equation. So you solve a heat equation with the 0 right hand side, that is homogeneous one. Then you solve non-homogeneous and find its one particular solution. So solve 12 in general and find one particular solution of 13. And then by adding two solutions, you got solution of this equation. As you did in OD, you solve homogeneous, then you find one particular solution of non-homogeneous, and by adding two solutions you got solution of non-homogeneous. So to find solution of homogeneous equation that you solved earlier by using D'Alembert's formula. So solution of homogeneous one is this. So this is for homogeneous, 1 by 2 phi x plus ct, phi x minus ct, 1 by 2 c x minus ct, x plus ct, psi of y dy. And we claim that solution of non-homogeneous one is this one, 1 by 2 c 0 to t, x minus ct minus s to x plus ct minus s, f by s dy ds. So first term is for homogeneous and second for non-homogeneous. And it is sufficiently enough that you prove the second part, this one. So we will show that this u is a particular solution of their equation. So now a method comes, coordinate method. So we have already solved the equation by writing canonical form, and you use transformation xi equal to x plus ct and eta equal to x minus ct. So solve these two equations for t and x. So just add and subtract. So you got t equal to xi minus eta by 2c and x equal to xi plus eta by 2. So in other words, x and t are original variable. So this is, so you have x and t, and xi and eta, they are new. So they are new x's. So this is xi, this is eta. So I will show in next figure. So this is x-axis, this is t-axis, and you make some transformation. This is xi, this is eta, this is rough transformation. Okay, so you take any point xt here. So you know that x plus ct remain constant along this line, x plus ct. So this is x minus ct. So x minus ct, this is eta, x minus ct. So this is x minus ct. So I will show with blue, x minus ct, and this one is x plus ct. This is xi, remain constant through these lines. So now we write the equation in characteristics variable, that is, you compute utt and uxx in terms of xi and eta using the chain rule. So just write ut, ux, then utt and uxx, that we have done using canonical transformation. So fit the value of utt and uxx here. So you got utt minus c square uxx equal to minus 4c square u xi eta after simplification. So you have utt minus c square uxx equal to f. So if you take these two terms, minus 4c square u xi eta equal to right hand side f. So you got u xi eta equal to minus 1 by 4c square f xi eta. Now f depend on xi and eta, as x and t, they further depend on xi and eta. So now this equation looks much simpler. So we integrate firstly with respect to eta, this variable, keeping xi as fixed, and then we integrate with respect to xi, keeping other variable fixed. So solution is this, minus 1 by 4c square. So double integral f. So firstly with respect to eta, then with respect to xi. So just I am putting double integral here, and main aim is to write limits of the double integral with proper in proper manner. So now this u is a function of xi and eta, and right hand side is f is also a function of xi and eta. So to fix the limit of integration, we fix a point p naught. So this is p naught with the coordinate x0, t0. So in new transform it will be xi0 will be x0. So this is x0, this is plus c t0, and eta 0 is x0 minus ct0. Okay, so this line is correspond to x0 plus, sorry, x0 minus ct0 belong to this, and this line correspond to this x0 plus ct0. So this point is x0 t0, and when t equal to 0, so this is x-axis, so t equal to 0. When t equal to 0, so t equal to, you got xi minus eta divided by sum 2. So t equal to 0 is equivalent to xi equal to eta. So this line is xi equal to eta. Okay. So to evaluate the integral at p naught, we make a particular choice of lower limits. So here I have replaced the value of, so since f is a function of x and t, so first is x, this is t. Now I am fixing the limit of, first limit of eta. So eta is running from xi, and eta is running from xi and going to eta 0. Okay, so this limit is xi to eta 0. Second limit, this limit is of, so now first limit, this limit is corresponding to variable xi. So xi is running from that manner. So eta 0 to xi 0, eta 0 to xi 0, so eta 0 to xi 0. Okay, so now I reverse the second limit from eta 0 to xi, so you got plus sign here. Just reverse the second element to get plus sign. So over change of variable is a linear transformation, that you write xi equal to x plus ct, eta equal to x minus ct. So this is a linear transformation, and Jacobian of this transformation is given by this matrix. So xi equal to x plus ct, so coefficient of x, coefficient of t. Second, eta equal to x minus at, x coefficient of x, coefficient of t, which is minus c. Now that this determinant is minus 2c, and by Jacobian theorem, so d eta dxi is modulus of Jacobian determinant dx dt. This is just a transformation formula for integration, that you are converting your integral from x2 to xi eta. Then d eta dxi is given by this expression, so 2c dx dt. So now I go back, so now I write this formula, this integral in term of x variable. So fit the value d eta dxi, this is 2 times 2c dx dt. So there was 1 by 4 square, so 2c will cancel out. So first limit 0 to t, eta 0 to xi 0, eta 0 to t in this direction, and second limit x0 minus c in this direction, x0 minus c, t0 minus some variable t, and x0 plus c, t0 minus t, and this is f xt dx dt, or I can write in short form 1 by 2c double integral on this triangle delta f xt dx dt. So I have shown these limits in next figure like this. So this is x-axis, so this is initial t, so t running from 0 to t, first limit. Second, in that manner, x, so here you got x minus at equal to constant x0 minus c t 0. So get x, solve for x. So x will be x0 minus c t0 minus t, and same manner here you write x plus ct equal to x0 plus ct0. So x will be this. Okay. So second limit x0 minus ct0 minus t to x0 plus ct0 minus t. So you got solution at point x0 t0, and now for any general point xt, so just keep calculating on each point. So you can write solution in this manner: u of xt equal to 1 by 2c, and double integral at that triangle fxt dx dt. So to write general value, you should replace that point x0 t0 with variable point xt, and that was the expected solution. I'll show you again. So what we want to expect, so this formula 15. So 1 by 2c 0 to t x minus c t minus s. So here I am replacing that x naught with x, t naught with t, and that t variable with the dummy variable s, fys dy ds. Okay, so replace. So calculate that double integral in this triangle, and then you got a particular solution of heat equation by using method of coordinate. And this triangle is called, this is triangle of dependence of any point x0 t0. And now I will take one example. So you want to solve this equation with right hand side exponential x, and phi and psi both are 0. So you can just use direct formula. Since phi and psi are 0, so solution of homogeneous will be 0. So first two term will cancel out, which contain phi and psi, and last value 1 by 2c 0 to t x minus c t minus s to x plus c t minus s fys dy ds. So 0 to t exponential x plus c t minus s minus x minus c t minus s. So just evaluate the integral, and this is the final value.